Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Menken back here with Splash Sports. Today is July 14, 2024. Little recap on yesterday's performance. We had another losing day, going 1 and 2 back-to-back losing days, and this is the last day here before this All-Star break. Games will not resume until Friday, so we get a little break here, and I am going to give you guys winning tickets here. The last day of our first half of the 2024 MLB season. It has been an absolute pleasure here, and I need to have a nice send-off for you to win some money here before this All-Star break, so you could sprinkle a little some on the Home Run Derby and maybe the All-Star game. But there will be no videos there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night. I will release picks for Friday's games starting the second half of our 2024 MLB season. So make sure to look out for that, and we're going to have a little break, but looking to send you off right now, and let's roll right into this. Remember, on this show, all we care about is the first 6 outs of the ball game, plain and simple. NRFI means no runs first inning, while YRFI means yes runs first inning. But before I get into those plays, be sure to smash that like button for me and subscribe to my YouTube channel and toggle on that notification button. That way, when I do drop another video, you guys will be notified. All right, let's take a look here at game number 1. We got the Minnesota Twins taking on the San Francisco Giants here for the Minnesota Twins. They got Padlock on the mound. He's 5-3 with 83 innings of work. Does have a higher end of an ERA, just at over a 5, at a 5.18 here. 73 strikeouts and 48 earned runs for Paddock. He'll be matched up here in San Francisco against Blake Snell, who's 0-3 on the season. 28 innings of work. Does have a high end of an ERA, sitting at a 7.85 here with 34 strikeouts and 25 earned runs. Snell still hasn't picked up a win this season, but looked sharp in his last outing against the Blue Jays, going 5 innings of work, 1 hit, and no earned runs. And then you look what Paddock did. Hasn't picked up a win or a loss in his last 3 starts. I know he would like to have a solid start, possibly pick up a win right before this All-Star break for them. Paddock, his last outing was against the White Sox, where he went 5 innings of work, 3 hits, and 2 earned runs. I know Paddock's going to come compete. Same with Blake Snell. Blake Snell has great stuff here right before an All-Star break. I'm expecting both of these pitchers to kind of not give it their all, but go the extra mile, and they'll go the distance in this one. I truly believe. I think it's going to be more so a rubber match here. It's Sunday. It's a quick turnaround from that Saturday-Sunday game. So I like Blake Snell and Chris Paddock here to be unscathed here in the first inning. That's why in game number 1 between the Minnesota Twins and the San Francisco Giants, we were smacking the NRFI, no runs first inning. So we're on to game number 2 between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. These guys killed us yesterday with a side, giving up 2 runs in that bottom of the first inning against the St. Louis Cardinals. But we're going right back to it. We got talent on the mound. He's 6-4 for the Chicago Cubs. 87 innings of work. Does have an ERA just under a 3 here with a 2.99, 72 strikeouts and 29 earned runs here for Jameson Talon. He'll be matched up against the St. Louis Cardinals, Miles Mikolas, who's 7-7, 107 innings of work. Does have an ERA just under 5 at a 4.88 here, 75 strikeouts and 58 earned runs. Mikolas is coming off a win against the Nationals, going 6.1 innings of work, 6 hits, and no earned runs, and that one looks solid in there. And then same with Talon. He's coming off a win against the Baltimore Orioles. Let's not forget the Baltimore Orioles is one of the best offenses in all of baseball, and that makes Talon back-to-back winners in his last 2 starts. His last one, like I said, was against the Baltimore Orioles, going 6 innings of work, 4 hits, and 2 earned runs against one of the best teams, if not the best teams in all of baseball. If that's not something to build off of, I don't know what is. I think Mikolas will come out, especially off that win against the Washington Nationals. He's here back at home, where he pitches a lot better at home. And then Talon, he's got 2 wins under his belt in his last 2 games, just beating the Baltimore Orioles. I know he's going to come compete, especially in a divisional matchup with these 2. That's why in game number 2 between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals, we are also smacking the NRFI, no runs first inning. So we're on our third and final game between the Miami Marlins and the Cincinnati Reds here. For the Miami Marlins, they got Rogers on the mound, who's 1-9, with 89 innings of work. Has an ERA sitting at a 4.82 here, 75 strikeouts and 48 earned runs. He'll be matched up here in Cincinnati versus Lodolo, who's 8-3, 73 innings of work, does have an ERA sitting at a 3.3 here, 77 strikeouts. He's averaging a strikeout here per inning and 27 earned runs. Lodolo hasn't picked up a win or a loss in his last 2 outings here, the last being against the Colorado Rockies, where he only went 3.2 innings of work, 5 hits, and 4 earned runs. I'm expecting Lodolo, especially pitching back at home. His last performance was not good whatsoever against the Rockies. He's pitching back at home here right before the All-Star break. I think he gets off to a sharp start and goes the distance in this game here. And then Rogers. Rogers has not picked up a win since May 15th against the Tigers. But he looks solid in his last start on the road against the Houston Astros. I would think Rogers is going to give it his all right before the All-Star break, because we all know he ain't making the All-Star game. So I think this is going to be competitive first couple innings here for the Miami Marlins and the Cincinnati Reds. That's why in game number 3, we are smacking the NRFI also. No runs first inning. Let's take a recap of the games I selected for you today. Game number 1 between the Minnesota Twins and the San Francisco Giants. We are smacking the NRFI. Game number 2 between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. We are also smacking the NRFI. No runs first inning. In our third and final game between the Miami Marlins and the Cincinnati Reds, we are also smacking the NRFI. No runs first inning. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Nick Menken with Splash Sports. If you have not done so, smack that like button for me. Helps me out a ton, and it costs you guys none. And also, make sure to go follow me over on X for any updates, especially no Nickies Nerfies until Friday. We resume our second half of our 2024 baseball season. Best of luck and best bets.